Welcome students to the computer science class. In this tutorial we will learn about the secondary memory. In the last tutorial we have seen about the primary memory and the various types of primary memory. We have seen different types of RAM, random access memory, and ROM, read-only memory. Now in this tutorial we will see the different kinds of secondary memory that are used in a computer system. We have already discussed the purpose of a secondary memory. What is the purpose of a secondary memory? It's it is used for storage. It is used for permanent storage of data. So secondary memory is used to store data for a long time. Even when the power is turned off, it can store data. It operates at a slower rate than the primary memory. This memory is permanent in nature and data stored is not lost even when the computer is switched off. So it is known as non-volatile memory and is also known as backup memory of the computer. Examples of secondary memory are hard disks, compact disks, pen drive, etc. So these are the various kind of secondary storage used along with a computer system. Computer system gets support of this secondary storages. A hard disk is normally connected, or some external hard disks are also available that are used through the USB universal serial bus. You can use the compact disks, the optical medium used through optical laser rays, the CD-ROM drives, the DVD drives, the Blu-ray discs. All these are compact discs. These are also used as secondary storage, and the pen drives or the flash drives are used as secondary storage. That is for storing data as a backup memory for a permanent storage. So we have already seen about hard disks, compact disks and pen drive in the fundamentals of computer in that chapter. So nothing more to say about a secondary memory. Right. Next we will see about the cache memory. A cache is a temporary storage area for instructions and data that enhances CPU speed. Most of today's computers improve their processing time with cache. Memory cache improves processing speed of computer because it stores frequently used instructions and data. Cache is built directly in the processor chip. When the processor needs an instruction or data, it first searches the cache. If it doesn't locate the item in the cache, it searches in the RAM. If the instructions or data is not found in the memory, then it must search in a slower speed storage device such as hard disk, CD-ROM. Most modern computers have three types or layers of memory cache, that is level 1, level 2 and level 3. So cache is a kind of temporary storage area that is on the computer's processor that is used with the computer's processor, that is built within the computer processors. It is built in directly in the processor. Excuse me. So the cache is built in directly in the processor chip. So with the help of the cache, the performance of the computer is enhanced. How? It is by improving the cache. The frequently used instructions and data are found instantaneously on the built-in memory of the cache of the processor. So what happens, as and when the data is searched on the cache, it gets the data readily. It can process on the data very fast as it is present in the cache. What happens if it is not present on the cache? If the data cannot be accommodated on the cache because it is having less space than it is required, it will be stored in the RAM. Then it has to be fetched from the RAM and then it can be used. So for the data transfer from the RAM to the cache, it needs data. The processor will have to wait for the data to be transmitted, for to be transferred from RAM to cache. So that's why time is wasted and the computer will respond slowly. So this is how the cache improves the speed of the computer. As it has got a very fast speed to transmit data, the processor can work on the data of the cache. Whatever data is present on the cache, whatever instructions is present on the cache can be executed by the processor. So it's very important that the computer having a large cache. So if it is having enough cache, the computer will perform quite fast. It will be very fast computer. Next, you see the different facts and what is written in. Do you know? Flash memory is a type of non-volatile memory. Yes, a flash memory is a kind of non-volatile, means it's a primary memory. It's a primary, not a primary, it's permanent memory. It's not primary, it's a secondary memory, but it is permanent. So it is non-volatile, that which keeps data even after the power is turned off, that can be erased electronically and rewritten. Similarly to electronically programmable read-only memory, like you can electronically erase the data on the ROM chip, you can also erase the program on the flash memory. Some RAM chips, flash memory chips, and other memory chips use complementary metal oxide semiconductor technology because it provides high speeds and consumes little power. It provides high speed and consumes little power. Another thing is, it is almost same. It behaves similarly as EEPROM, electronically erasable programmable read-only memory. So flash memory behaves similarly like the EEPROM. If you are shopping for a new computer or looking to upgrade your existing computer, make sure that it will have sufficient memory. that is sufficient RAM and the cache. Well, it is here referring to the main memory of the computer, that is the RAM, because I don't think you can increase the cache memory of your existing computer, right? When a computer has insufficient memory, its performance can be slow significantly. On the other hand, it would be an unnecessary expense to purchase a computer with more memory than you will ever use. So, you are purchasing a memory having huge capacity. You are paying for it a high price, but if you are never using that memory, you're paying for the price is totally a wastage, right? So pay for how much you require, because that kind of memory is very costly, right? So if it is not used, if it is kept unused, your money is a waste, is getting wasted. So that's how these are the different suggestions they have given, and this one is a similarity of flash memory with a EEPROM. So with this, we complete this chapter. Write your comments, write your doubts so that I can clear them in my next tutorial. Thank you all.